Hello guys, welcome to my another video. And yeah, this may seem to be like a new topic in my particular channel. The thing is that this is not a fluid structure or any other basic topic, but this is also a very important basic topic. So that's why I wanted to cover this. And yeah, I've also heard from the comments of few people that I'm talking too fast. But from this video onwards, I'll be talking very slow. I hope you will all understand my video. Thank you so much. So this let's start now. Complete combustion of cyclopropane. Let's write over here. Complete combustion of cyclopropane. Three words mainly I should give the meaning in this video. My aim is that only for this video. You need to understand these three words. First of all, let me clear one point for you. Complete combustion and combustion both are different. What is the reason? Complete combustion and combustion, why these both are different, I will tell you. First of all, let's know the meaning of combustion. What is combustion? Combustion means burning of hydrocarbons in the presence of oxygen, in the presence of the atmosphere. You can burn the hydrocarbons, that is only called as combustion. And when combustion, when do we call combustion a complete combustion? When combustion becomes equal to complete combustion. When is combustion equal to complete combustion? I'll tell you the answer. Combustion is complete only when CO2 and H2O are formed in the reaction. That means in the products of reaction, if CO2 and H2O are formed, then you call that combustion as complete combustion. A combustion is only complete combustion when CO2 and H2O are formed in the product side. That means if the products we get are CO2 and H2O, then that kind of combustion is complete combustion. So now we have understood the major difference between complete combustion and combustion. Now coming to cyclopropane. What is cyclopropane? Yeah, so let me erase the board for you first and then we'll draw cyclopropane. So let me draw. What is cyclopropane? Ethane, methane, propane. Generally, ethane formula is CnH2n plus 2, right? This is the general formula for alkanes. Now if you put n is equals to 1, C1 H2 into 1 plus 2, what does that make? This makes CH4 because 2 into 1 plus 2 is 4. So this is methane. First one is methane, then comes ethane. Ethane is C, n is equals to 2. Ethane means n is equals to 2. C2H, 2 into 2 plus 2. That is 2 into 2 plus 2 is C2H6. But what is this ethane, methane, ethane and propane? Yes, coming to propane. Propane means n is equals to 3. That means C3H2 into 3 plus 2. That happens C3H 3 into 2 is 6 plus 2 is 8. So C3H8 is propane. But the topic is complete combustion of cyclopropane. Cyclopropane and propane both are different. What is the difference between propane and cyclopropane? Propane is C3H8. It does not have any cyclic ring. No cyclic ring is present. But cyclopropane is different from propane. The only reason is that cyclopropane has cyclic structure. I'll definitely draw that cyclic structure for you in this particular video. So this cyclopropane means it does not have any straight chain. It has a cycle. It has a cyclopropane means it has a cyclic structure. So let's draw the cyclic structure. First thing, cyclopropane means 3, right? So it gets a triangle shape. Carbon here, and carbon here. One bond, this carbon, one bond with this carbon and another bond with this carbon. That means it has another two bonds vacant. Here one, here one. Why the two bonds are vacant, another two bonds? Because carbon's valency is 4. Carbon is tetravalent. It can form 4 bonds. Two bonds are formed with two carbons respectively. But the valency is 4. That means another two bonds are vacant, right? So in these vacant bonds we keep hydrogens. So now you see, for this carbon, I'll keep an asterisk or a star, you can call it. If you see this carbon, there is one hydrogen here, one hydrogen here, two bonds, and these two bonds with this carbon, another bond with this carbon. Even if you see this carbon now, one bond with this carbon, another bond with this carbon, and another bond with this hydrogen, another bond with this hydrogen. This carbon, two bonds are completed, another two bonds, hydrogen and hydrogen. So totally it is C3, and count the hydrogens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So C3H6 is the cyclopropane. Now again, if you read the title of my video, it is complete combustion of cyclopropane. That means we have solved each and everything about cyclopropane. I have explained you about combustion. I told you what is complete combustion. I also told you what is cyclopropane and normal propane. I told you about the cyclic ring structure. I gave you the formula for the general formula of alkanes. All this is completed, but the main thing is that what is the reaction of cyclopropane? How does the combustion go on? We need the reaction for the combustion. So let's draw the reaction. Coming to the reaction, I mean the combustion of cyclopropane. As you already know, the formula of cyclopropane is C3H6, and this is reacting with oxygen. Why this is reacting with oxygen? Because oxygen is present in the atmosphere. Why this is reacting with oxygen is because oxygen is present in the atmosphere, and we are burning a hydrocarbon here. Cyclopropane is a hydrocarbon. The formula is C3H6, and now what happens with this reaction we will see. When cyclopropane reacts with oxygen, it forms carbon dioxide and water. Wait, let me erase. You get carbon dioxide and water. And yeah, as I already told you, when you get carbon dioxide and water in the product side, that means this is complete combustion. Hence our heading of today's video, complete combustion of cyclopropane. But is the reaction balanced? Everyone knows that the reaction is not balanced. You can just by looking at the reaction, and you can easily tell there are 3 carbons here and there is only 1 carbon here. There are 2 oxygens here and there are 3 oxygens here. Wow, more than the products you got in the reactants. And if you see hydrogens, there are 6 hydrogens and there are only 2 hydrogens over here. Obviously this is not balanced. So let's balance the reaction. There are 3 carbons here and there is only 1 carbon. Let me write the reaction again. C3H6 plus O2 gives rise to CO2 and H2O. 1 carbon, 3 carbons. So let me write 3 carbons here. We have to give we can't give only 3 carbons to this single carbon. We have to give to the whole molecule. So that's the reason it is 3CO2. It is not just 3 carbons only, it is just 3CO2. Now what happens is that oxygens, if you see, there are 3 into 2 is 6 oxygens, and then again another 1 oxygen, 7 oxygens. But let's see hydrogens over here. There are 6 hydrogens here, right? So how to get 6 hydrogens here? There is 2 already here. So 3 multiplies twice with 2 to give 6. Am I right? 3 into 2 is 6 only, right? 3 into 2, 6 hydrogens, 6 hydrogens. But now what happens? See, 3 into 2 is 6 oxygens, and again 3 oxygens. 9 oxygens are there here. But there is already 2 oxygen here. What now? We cannot give 4.5 into O2. That gives 9 oxygens, but it does not mean that you have to write 4.5 into O2. But instead you can write 9 by 2. Am I right? 9 by 2 twice of O2 gives 9 oxygens, and here also there are 9 oxygens. It is good. But if you want another method, if you don't want this fraction also, you don't want fraction or decimal, you just want everything as a whole number, then we have to modify this reaction a little bit. We have to multiply everything by 2. That means the whole reaction should be multiplied by 2. It should be multiplied twice. So let's see. Let me erase the board. Take a screenshot, or you can just write it down in your notes. So the reaction is that C3H6 9 by 2 O2 3 carbon dioxide and 3 water. Once again check. 6 hydrogens, 3 carbons, 9 by 2 O2, 9 oxygens. 9 by 2 O2 is 9 oxygens, 2 gets cancelled. So till now it's fine, but now if you want everything as a whole number, then you have to multiply 2 into this reaction, 2 into this whole reaction. Let's see what happens. 2 into C3H6, you get C6H12, and then you get 9 by 2 into 2 is 9 O2, and you get 2 into 3 CO2 is 6 CO2, and then you get 6 H2O. If you see here, there are 6 carbons, 12 hydrogens, 18 oxygens and 18 oxygens. Everything is perfect. 18 oxygens, 6 into 2, 12 oxygens, 6 oxygens, 12 plus 6 oxygens is 18 oxygens, 6 carbons, 12 hydrogens, here also 12 hydrogens. So now this is a completely balanced equation. C6H12 plus 9O2 gives rise to 6CO2 plus 6H2O. So that's all for today's video. And yeah, after this video, please go and watch the chemistry facts of the YouTube shorts that I have uploaded. Please don't forget to watch that. After this video, please go and watch the chemistry facts playlist. There I have uploaded so many YouTube shorts. They are very entertaining to watch and also very informative. Please don't forget to watch that playlist. I'll leave the link of the playlist in the description below. Thank you so much.